130 years ago, somewhere up in the mountains near Elbrus, Narzan was born. But who am I telling this? It's Narzan, right? Doesn't everybody know Narzan? People know Narzan, that's true. The question is, what they know exactly. And what they mostly do know is...
человек, измученный нарзаном.
For years, Narzan has been evoking images of boring water resorts, Panama-hatted families on holiday, and Soviet sanatoriums, the exact opposite of cool and modern. However, all began to change by the end of last year when one of the bubbles breaking through the crowd started to grew a fancy tail, and Narzan began to talk. As it turned out, it had a lot to say too. About the best half of the periodic table it contained, and about being, at the same time, your everyday mineral water. Water that can be fizzy, or much more fizzy. Water they bottle directly at its source. A lot to say too about rather unpredictable weather, or a predictable and memorable day, but most importantly about being ours, like we all are. Not only did Narzan start speaking for itself, putting voiceover talents out of business, it even used its own bottle for all the aesthetics in its commercials. Okay, not all the aesthetics. And to top it all, the very name, Narzan, freshest brand attribute if ever there was one, was entrusted to no voiceover artist or celeb, but to perfect nobodies, just ordinary people, to kids even. Such blatant disregard for advertising rules could not go without consequences, so these followed, and some consequences they were. Sales skyrocketed, both in volume and revenue. Offtake surged to unprecedented levels in Narzan's entire history. The Q4 and annual sales targets exceeded with room to spare. And what's more, that calls for a celebration. And what better way to do it than with Narzan?